head on the lock. Feeling like walking flock of flame. I put the opposition out the game. I'm out the pocket, but I rock with the game. We attacking, better stand back and watch a run. Shotgun come with the options and big blitz, no.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, Pack.
It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time. Without a top-flight quarterback, the way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd down and 6. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
First down. Mahan gets it to Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Mahan. Here's Booker on the catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahan. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, Mahan looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Newton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Off the play fake. Mahan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And, Charles, for this defense, you know, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this Well, they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight.
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize him.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs. Unless you're playing 4-down football, then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Mahan, he finds his man, complete. It's Mills. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Barry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Mahan, and he's got Booker. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll look to throw again. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return will stop right around the 25. He had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. A nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone.
Here's a diving catch right side. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. That's complete to Rodgers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 3. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where you see the final score there. Trevor Lawrence. A strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. The Seahawks looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Justin Fields, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. to throw. Mahan, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. On third down, Mahan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And with the day he's having as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah. And you know how superstitious these guys can be.
Oh, there's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need something.
Yeah, right. It's working.
119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He finds his man, complete. It's Newton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
And Detroit back in possession of the football.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They run. Matthews. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Mahan. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
to throw. Mahan. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Packers ready to take over offensively. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive with the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And they're going to speed things up here. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. He'll buy some time right.
Got a man able to find Rodgers.
And all the way down inside to 5 to the 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing on first down. Mahan. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Mahan. He finds Matthews. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Mahan. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down. Mahan. He finds his man. Complete. It's Mills. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking to throw. Mahan. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Mahan looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. 30. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on 2nd down. Mahan. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 1st and 10, Mahan. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down. Mahan. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mahan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Mahan. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Packers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And Matthews has it right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looking to throw. Mahan. He's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On first down, Mahan. One last shot at the end zone. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay,
they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Detroit,
and they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12.
And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.